9:19 p.m. As Mateus Uribe hugs a loved one, this rather scary-looking figure cheers him on. He's behind you. Credit, Patrick Smith, FIFA. 9:15 p.m. Here is the average position of each player. Colombia controlled the middle of the park and unpicked the Polish defense from there. Average touch positions, 0 minutes. 9:12 p.m. Play against Japan or Colombia, or Senegal, if you were England? I think Colombia will beat Senegal and finish the group with 6 points. They looked brilliant there and play very differently to England. Their forward line is relentless and they are well balanced by Barrios and Aguilar. Uribe when he came on. England's three at the back will be very busy if they come up against Falcao and friends. 9:06 p.m. Bayern Munich teammates Lewandowski and Rodriguez embrace after the final whistle. Lewandowski must wish he had been supported by the nippy Colombian tonight. He is 29, so may have another World Cup in him, but he has failed to find the net when Poland needed it most. Anything against Japan would just be a consolation. Bayern teammates Lewandowski and Rodriguez embrace at full-time. Credit, AFP, Jules Somad. 9:03 p.m. Japan top Group H on 4 points, equal with Senegal. Colombia's win gives them 3. Poland are heading home with no points in 2 games. If Japan lose and Senegal and Colombia draw, they will both go through. If Japan win, whoever wins out of Senegal and Colombia will join them in the last 16. 8:55 p.m. Poland are out. Colombia have a showdown with Senegal. This group is wide open now and England will have their work cut out if they meet in the last 16. 8:54 p.m. Lewandowski has the ball in a promising position but has his pocket picked by Sanchez. Poland are going out with a whimper here, as Rodriguez makes another break. 8:52 p.m. This shows how dangerous they have been on the right. Poland simply couldn't contain them. 8:50 p.m. There will be 5 minutes added on. Colombia still pushing, this time Baca takes the shot. 50 p.m. Colombia have peppered the Poland goal tonight. Poland versus Colombia shots on goal. 8:48 p.m. What a save. Lewandowski lets fly from 25 yards out and it flies at Ospina. The Colombian palms it over the bar and out for a corner. 8:47 p.m. Here are the second and third goals. 8:45 p.m. Rodriguez is fouled nastily by Goralski, who picks up the yellow. Rodriguez takes the free kick but it is Wovel. He tries to catch Szczesny at his near post but hits it well wide. 8:44 p.m. James Rodriguez turns on the flare and plays a crossfield pass with the outside of his boot. Ball is crossed into the area by Cuadrado and Uribe finds himself with the ball at his feet 3 yards out. He backheels it, but the keeper smothers it. 8:42 p.m. There is a scramble in the Colombian penalty box, but the shot is blocked from Krychowiak at the end. 8:41 p.m. Poor Lewandowski. He tackles brilliantly by Yeremina. Camille Glick comes on to replace Pasdun. He'll play at center-back, that's strange. Poland need 3 goals. 8:39 p.m. The crossfield ball from Rodriguez was brilliant. He was under pressure from 2 Polish midfielders too. Poland 0-3 Colombia. Juan Cuadrado, 75 minutes. 8:37 p.m. Falcao comes off and is replaced by AC Milan striker Carlos Baca. The stadium erupts again. Their hero has done it. Colombia live to fight another day. 8:36 p.m. Rodriguez is on the touchline at the halfway line and powers a pass across the pitch to Cuadrado. He has the pace to beat Pasdun and Bednarak and sprints through on goal. His finish is cool and calm, passing it past Szczesny's left glove. That ball from Rodriguez was fantastic. 8:35 p.m. Cuadrado, but what a ball from Rodriguez. 8:33 p.m. Colombia have got some brilliant midfielders here. Quintero, Cuadrado and Rodriguez are all playing brilliantly. With Falcao up top they will be a force to be reckoned with. Quintero is replaced by Lerma for Colombia and Poland replace Bereszyński with Łukasz Teodorczyk. 8:30 p.m. Quintero splits the defense with a sublime pass and Falcao just had the keeper to beat. He did so with the outside with his right boot. That's Falcao's first goal at a World Cup and the stadium is going bonkers. Poland are heading home. 8:29 p.m. This is beautiful. Falcao with the finish. 8:28 p.m. The ball finds Krychowiak, who squares it across goal. The ball breaks wide but eventually goes out for a goal kick. 8:27 p.m. Poland have a free kick after Barrios fouls Góralski. Poland have a chance to put this in the box for Lewandowski. 8:26 p.m. Colombia keep creating chances but can't get another. Falcao with a header is the closest this time. 8:23 p.m. Rodriguez and Cuadrado are having a lot of fun on the right-hand side. Poland have Rybis and Pazdan as left midfield and left back but are losing Peggy in the middle every single time. 8:21 p.m. Poland not getting enough shots off at the moment. Poland vs Colombia shots on goal. 8:20 p.m. Mojica and Mina play some fancy passes and clear it. The ball goes upfield and Southampton's Bednara calls down Uribe. Yellow card. 8:19 p.m. Lewandowski has his first chance. A long ball is perfectly controlled by Lewandowski's left foot, he shoots but Ospina smothers the ball. That's better from Poland. 8:18 p.m. Poland make their first change. Their left winger Kaunaki is replaced by Hull City's Kamil Grosicki. 8:17 p.m. Rodriguez plays a great ball to Quintero who finds himself in the area. His shot is blocked for a corner, which is headed away and blasted back over the bar by Cuadrado. 8:15 p.m. The game has quietened down a little bit, even if the fans haven't. Both teams moving the ball around in midfield. How are you England fans feeling about this? Colombia look pretty good. Can Harry Maguire deal with Radamel Falcao? 8:12 p.m. Colombia break down the right again with Cuadrado. He finds James Rodriguez who shoots at Chesney. 8:11 p.m. Quintero drags a shot wide from about 30 yards. He saw an opening and went for it. The goal kick is recovered by Colombia and Cuadrado races forwards. He squares it to Falcao, who blasts over. 8:09 p.m. Bereshinski cuts it back towards Lewandowski, but the ball is intercepted. Lewandowski had 16 goals in 10 games in the qualifiers, but has barely touched the ball in the World Cup so far. 8:07 p.m. Falcao dances down the right again, leaving Rybis on the floor, but the cross comes to nothing. 8:06 p.m. We are go. Colombia kicking right to left and looking busy already. 8:04 p.m. Colombia have looked great so far. They faced a lot of early pressure, but dealt with it well. Poland haven't had a real clear-cut chance. Up front, they need to keep pushing down the right. Presumably Poland will try to fill that hole, but the Colombian midfield has much more control of this game. Poland need to bring Lewandowski into the game more. It's criminal that one of the best strikers in the world can't get on the ball. Krychowiak is getting overrun in midfield and needs more support from Góralski. It's been a very open game so far, but Poland need to soar, or they are going home. 8:01 p.m. This is the effort from Colombia's social media team. If they get through to the last 16, they need to order some probes. If they need some inflatable unicorns, the England squad is who they'll need to call. 7:52 p.m. 7:51 p.m. Poland started very brightly, but couldn't find a killer finish. Colombia, backed by tens of thousands of fans, grew into the game and have had a lot of joy on the right-hand side. Cuadrado, in particular, has looked brilliant. That goal was a training ground treat, albeit not as good as England's earlier. 7:49 p.m. The corner is headed out, headed back in, and then punched away by Ospina. Colombia looked to break up the right-hand side again but lose the ball in midfield. And that's half-time. 7:48 p.m. That goal by Yerry Mina means that we have had 32 games without a 0-0 draw in this World Cup. Goals, goals, goals. We love them. Although Poland need at least one, or they're going home. They have a corner. 7:46 p.m. Falcao brought down by Pazdan, who is lucky to escape a yellow. The delivery from Arias is poor, but Colombia are strong down their right-hand side. 4 minutes added on. 7:42 p.m. Colombia on the front foot now. Their fans are going berserk and they look a lot more assured on the ball. Happy to just play it around the midfield. 7:41 p.m. Proper training ground corner. That short corner from Cuadrado to Quintero. He draws out the defender, who leaves Rodriguez free. Gets the ball and crosses it into Mina, who powers past Szczesny. It sounds like downtown Bogotá in there. 7:40 p.m. Cuadrado forces another corner and it is played to Rodriguez. He crosses it in and finds Yerry Mina, who heads in. Great corner, great goal. 7:38 p.m. but that doesn't matter when Colombia attack too. Cuadrado forces a point-blank save from Szczesny and the ball goes out for a corner. Rodriguez asks the crowd to make some noise, and they respond very, very loudly. The corner is cleared. Both teams going for it here, and playing well too. 7:36 p.m. Poland are playing much better than in their game against Senegal. They simply didn't look interested last time. With 3 changes at the top of the pitch, they look miles better. 7:35 p.m. Cuadrado lumps it forwards to Falcao, but the Monaco striker is stuck out wide with no one in the box. He eventually finds Cuadrado, who fires a wayward shot out for a goal kick. 7:33 p.m. Colombia force a corner after more pressure. Quintero with a beautiful ball off the outside of his boot. Quintero to take the corner. 7:32 p.m. Aguilar heads down the tunnel on a stretcher. Uribe comes on in his place. Uribe plays for Club America, in Mexico. 7:30 p.m. Pacheco's down after a high boot from James Rodriguez and there is a halt in play. Aguilar is also down, he looks in pain and Uribe is getting ready to come on. 7:28 p.m. Colombia's fans are still booing every Poland possession. Wild cheers as the ball is turned over. Cuadrado crosses for Falcao but the ball is headed away by Bednarek. 7:25 p.m. Rodriguez gets clattered by Pazdan as he plays a through ball to Falcao. Number 9 then tried to play in Cuadrado but it's intercepted and out for a corner. 7:24 p.m. After a couple of fouls in midfield, Colombia break again and Cuadrado tries to feed Quintero, but it doesn't come off. Poland recover and storm up the other end. They win a corner off Barrios, but it is cleared. End-to-end stuff, this. 7:21 p.m. Colombia break from the cleared throw-in. Quintero plays an acute reverse through ball to Aguilar, but he isn't on the same page and it goes through to the keeper. 7:20 p.m. The ball is headed out for a throw-in. Poland really piling on the pressure but haven't had a clear shot on goal yet. They win another throw-in. It's Rory Delap territory. And Pacheco fancies himself as a Polish Delap. 7:18 p.m. Zielinski shoots from distance, but it is deflected out for a Poland corner. Ribis to take. 7:18 p.m. Tottenham's Davison Sanchez takes down Lewandowski in the center of the pitch. Ally McCoy says, "I want him yellow carded." The referee doesn't listen, and just gives Sanchez a talking to. 7:16 p.m. Colombia break forward again and Mojica crosses to Rodriguez, but the Bayern Munich player can't quite connect with the volley. It goes out for a Poland throw-in, the Colombian fans boo. 7:14 p.m. Poland certainly on top as far as this touch map shows. Most of the game being played in the Colombia half, average touch positions 5 minutes. 7:11 p.m. Colombia win a throw-in and the crowd go mad. These Colombian fans are making an incredible noise. They are booing every Poland attack. They are like human vuvuzelas, but far more tuneful. 7:09 p.m. Colombia have their first attack. Falcao and Rodriguez combine, but the shot is comfortable for Szczesny. It's a lively start in Kazan. 7:08 p.m. Yerry Mina has his hand trodden on by Robert Lewandowski. It looked painful, but not deliberate. 7:05 p.m. Padston goes down under a challenge and rolls around for a little bit. He's fine. Poland attack again and Bereszyński heads goalwards. Kownacki appears to trip David Ospina as he collects the ball and the medics have come onto the pitch. Ospina looks in discomfort. 7:03 p.m. another Poland corner, this time played short, is intercepted at the near post. Mojica has taken a football to the nether regions and looks in pain. He'll carry on though. 7:02 p.m. early pressure from Poland sees them win a corner. The ball flies through everyone and eventually is cleared by James Rodriguez. It is noisy in Kazan. The Colombia fans are on great form. 7:01 p.m. It's 9 p.m. in Kazan and still 27 degrees. Colombia will be used to this, but Poland may be used to colder climes. Poland, playing in white shirts and red shorts, are kicking right to left, against an all-blue Colombia. 6:57 p.m. Seven Nation Army plays the two teams out. No, oh Jeremy Corbyn, in Kazan, Poland sing first, with the Mazurek Dąbrowski go. Colombia, meanwhile, belt out the Himno Nacional de la República de Colombia. 6:41 p.m. Poland look to be playing a 3-4-3 formation, while Colombia are playing 4 at the back, 2 defensive midfielders, 3 attackers and Falcao at the top. Or 4-2-3-1. 20 minutes to go. The match is live on ITV, but I recommend you stay up to date with the game here. You can tweet me directly at Jamie Johnson. 6:29 p.m. So says our man in Kazan, Jim White has been taking snaps of Colombian fans' headgear. The good, the bad and the Irish. Mohawk for this man credit, Jim White. I feel sorry for the person sat behind this chap credit, Jim White. Luck of the Irish for Colombia today? Credit, Jim White. This is just downright scary credit, Jim White. 6:16 p.m. for Colombia, Yerry Mina has come in for Oscar Murillo in the center of defense. Meanwhile Aguilar, Barrios and James start in midfield. Sanchez, who was red-carded against Japan, is suspended, and Lerma and Izquierdo have been dropped. For Poland, Bednarek comes into central defense, replacing Sionek, and Bereszyński, Góralski and Kownacki also start in place of Błaszczykowski, Milik and Grosicki. 6:06 p.m. Poland 11, Szczesny, Piszczek, Bednarek, Padston, Bereszyński, Góralski, Krychowiak, Rybis, Zielinski, Kownacki, Lewandowski. Colombia 11, Ospina, Arias, D. Sanchez, Mina, Mojica, Aguilar, Barrios, Cuadrado, James, Quintero, Falcao. 5:58 p.m. Nothing to do with Poland versus Colombia, but Harry Kane looks chuffed. We're going to win the World Cup. 5:51 p.m. 2-2 it has finished, throwing this group wide open. Both of them have 4 points, while Colombia and Poland start today both on 0. If either team wins tonight, the other will be out. And let's not forget why this matters. England will play either the first or second placed team in this group, so time to start taking notes. 5:45 p.m. The Colombian forward has tweeted a video in which he says he wants to turn defeat into victory. Kindly, the words are also written in English. Muchas gracias, Radamel. 5:37 p.m. Well, goodness me, what a game we've had today. Senegal and Japan are drawing 2-2 and there's still 10 minutes to go. The 1 o'clock kickoff was pretty good too. But we're here for Poland versus Colombia, a tie that should have been a top of the group clash, but after shock first round results, both teams are fighting for their World Cup lives. So if you're having a beer-induced afternoon snooze, this is worth waking up for. Poland haven't been to the World Cup since 2006, and looked nervous against Senegal. For 85 minutes they didn't particularly engage in the game and frontman Robert Lewandowski just couldn't get into the game. Poland are ranked the 8th best team in the world by FIFA, Colombia are 16th, so today they must step up and justify that ranking. In Colombia's loss to Japan, disaster struck after just 3 minutes, when Carlos Sanchez Moreno was sent off for a handball. Despite drawing level, they could not see a way through and lost 2-1. James Rodriguez, the World Cup Golden Boot winner in 2014, started on the bench, as did AC Milan striker Carlos Bacca and Barcelona defender Yerry Mina. Rodriguez should start today. Colombia's problem is akin to that of Argentina. They have a lot of firepower, but not a lot of balance. Juan Cuadrado, Radamel Falcao, Carlos Bacca and James Rodriguez can all tear teams apart on their day, but haven't performed well enough so far. The match kicks off at 7 p.m. and will take place in the Kazan Arena. Teams news and updates to follow shortly. For now, why not follow the action in the other Group H game here?